Hey guys, what's going on? It's Brad here and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today we're here on a brand new world. Yes, this is super flat. We are on a super flat world. And yes, I'm in creative. But why are we on this world and what are these things behind me? Well, I've created this little castle hub sort of thing, so that way I can access different areas. But what are these things here? Well, that is the topic of today's episode of Minecraft Pro Tips and Tricks. Today we are going to be talking about these three things. These are grinders. Now, mob grinders are one of the most useful things you can build on survival. On any server, if there are hostile mobs, it's incredibly good. I mean, it's kind of hard to not like grinders. It's infinite resources with infinite everything. But this right here is the most basic design for a mob grinder. This is the one that you are going to find the most commonly on any server. Be it single player, multiplayer, factions. This is the most common design you'll see on them. This is the basic. So the way that it works is you've got a spawner, usually zombie. However, this one also works with skeletons, if I can find that spawn egg. Where's the skeleton? Skeleton! And then I'll put it back to zombie in a minute. So, works with skeletons too, but mostly it's just zombies. So, the way that you do this is you completely seal this off. Make it dark. Now, the water here will float from all directions, and everything will move this way. Now, utilizing mob AI, they are going to swim to the top of these water source blocks, meaning they'll come up to here. But, as they try to continue going up, they get pushed, because they don't move. And then they drop down right here, meaning that they're going to take some damage from falling. Now, with zombie spawners, this is a little modification that you can do. This down here is a piece of lava that you can install to keep baby zombies from clogging it up, because baby zombies will spawn from here. But this is a wonderful way of creating spawners on basically any world. So yeah, that's the basic spawner. And they fall into a hopper, and you can kill them right here. Easy XP. Now you can raise this up, make it taller, so that way they die right away. But everything will go into the hopper, and you can collect the XP, and nothing can get out to hurt you, too. So that's the most basic grinder possible. This grinder right here is a bit more advanced, and it's not for everyone. This grinder is a special grinder for all of you factions players. So, as you can tell, I've just put a few spawners in this. I don't want it to lag me terribly. But these zombies are all from these few spawners. They're going to spawn in the dark area because it's light up there. They won't spawn because they die. They're going to spawn in, and they're going to fall into the water. Now, the water is all flowing this way. Why is there light there? Okay. So all the zombies are going to move this way. And they're going to go into this little hole right here. And if we go back outside, cover it up, you can see they go to here. Now, this is not an XP grinder. This one is automatic because the zombies are going into the area, they're going in here, and they're drowning. By doing that, all the loot gets collected, and it siphons into this. But, that's not the really good one. This grinder right here, this monster of a thing, is where the real money's at. If you're on a survival server and you can't get spawners, this thing is the best grinder ever. Sometimes it's a bit slow, but it is the best grinder you can possibly make. So I'm going to splash myself with some night vision. And as you can see, there is a ton of mobs in here already. And just that way you guys can see how fast this thing's going to fill up, I'm going to take away this auto kill. So, this is my own personal design. I'm going to move kind of slowly and find an area where you can see it very clearly. Just that way you guys can see exact dimensions of this. If you want, you can pause this at any time. You got the upper layer here. The upper layer is going to have mobs push each other into it or walk into it, passing through the signs, which are holding back the water. And no, you can't use pressure plates. I mean, technically you could for the bottom areas, but you can't use it for the top. So you use signs to hold the water back. Mobs are going to walk into it like this zombie is doing. And they're gonna just chill in the water most of the time. And they'll just sort of go with the flow and drop. Now, this relies on 1.9 mechanics. Because of mob collision now, mobs will push each other into the water. So I can push this creeper into the water. And, ooh, let's throw this guy down. Yeah, you go down there too. So spiders are really good up here, but you don't want too many spiders in there, and that's why I've created several modifications to the chute, which I'm going to show you in a minute. So, here's the grinder. It's pretty good. Oh, slash. This is a pretty good grinder. I mean, it's nothing crazy, unless you add several layers to it, in which case it becomes completely ludicrous. Oh, and there's a drowning spider. Oh, rip spider. Hey, vision. So unless you add several layers to this thing, it's not going to be ludicrous, and it's not going to be insane. But you could add multiple layers. I mean, I've done it before. Now, some of the modifications I've made to this is... Okay, that's how you can tell it's doing well. When there's so many mobs, I'm starting to lag. Now, some of the modifications I've made to this is up here. Oops, don't shove me off. It's not nice. Up here, we've got a trap for spiders. Where you can just sit up here, chop away at them. They'll die really quick. You can collect XP from them. You can collect their string and their spider eyes. You can chuck them into the chests. And then you can just do this and go completely crazy and wreck everything. I mean, just look at all this XP and this loot. It's amazing, isn't it? But this is my own personal design. You get a ton of XP from this, a ton of resources, and from this session alone, I have gotten, let's see, what's in these chests? That's empty. I've gotten all this. This session alone, all that grinding, got me that. Now, another thing to note about spawners, like these. This one, you have to be close to it for mobs to spawn. They will not spawn unless you are within a chunk or two. I don't remember the exact rates and how close you have to be to a spawner for it to spawn in mobs, but you have to be pretty stinking close. Same thing with this thing. if you've got 50 spawners here, but you're all the way over there doing something, that's going to do nothing. This thing, on the other hand, since it relies on mob spawn rates and not mob spawners, this thing will work as long as the chunk is loaded. Not only when you're very close to it. So that's another thing to note about this spawner over everything else. It's all up to you. If you've got spawners that you like to use, go ahead, tell me what they are. If you can describe it adequately, or you can send me screenshots, yeah, let me know about them. I want to see your designs. I might showcase them in another Grinder video. Who knows? But I'm thinking that today's episode is going to be a bit short. Sorry if you were expecting something a bit longer. I've been trying to do this video, but it's errored twice. I'm really hoping it doesn't do that again. And I don't want mobs staring it up, so game rule mob griefing false. Just to keep them from destroying the ground. Like you. You die. You're just annoying. You're just annoying. That's gonna be all for today's video. I might do some other stuff on this world, just that way I can do stuff. I don't know. But that's a nice little auto kill feature if you use slabs like this and place a piece of lava above it. Nice little auto kill feature for anything but witches and baby zombies, because they'll fall too fast or get fire resistance.